Hello students, hope all are doing well. In today's session, let us learn about food chain and food web. Before we move on to the topic, it is important to know about the trophic levels. In an ecosystem, the flow of energy will always be in a unidirectional manner. This flow of energy takes place through different organisms located in an ecosystem. These different levels constitute trophic levels. For example, producer's first trophic level, it is represented as T1. Primary consumers' second trophic level represented as T2. Secondary consumers' third trophic level represented as T3. Tertiary consumers' fourth trophic level represented as T4. Quaternary consumers' fifth trophic level represented as T5. After learning about trophic levels, now let us know about food chain. What is food chain? In the ecosystem, various trophic levels are connected through food chain. The transfer of food energy from the source in plants through a series of organisms with repeated eating and being eaten is referred to as food chain. Or the transfer of energy from one trophic level to the next trophic level is called food chain. All types of ecosystems possess two types of food chain, grazing food chain and detritus food chain. Now let us know about the characteristic features of food chain. Number 1. A food chain is always composed of a minimum of 3 trophic levels and a maximum of 5 trophic levels. Number 2. Producers form the base for any kind of food chain. Number 3. As the trophic levels increases in a food chain, the number of organisms will be in decreasing order. Now let us talk about different food chain in detail. Number 1. Grazing food chain. It extends from producers through herbivores to carnivores. Producers are autotrophic organisms which synthesize organic food from simple inorganic raw materials through photosynthesis, utilizing solar energy. A part of the food synthesized by the producers is used in their bodybuilding, while the rest is utilized in providing energy for various life activities. The animals that feed on other organisms are called consumers. The consumers which directly take their food from plants are called herbivores or first order consumers. For example, zooplanktons, small fish, grasshopper, field mouse, rabbit, deer, goat, elephant, etc. A part of the plant food eaten by herbivores become constituent of their body, while part is utilized by them in production of energy for various life activities. The herbivores are eaten by second order consumers or primary carnivores. For example, frog, some birds, fishes, wild cat, fox, etc. A part of flesh or food obtained from herbivores is used in bodybuilding by the primary consumers, while the rest is consumed in providing energy for various life activities. The larger carnivores preys upon the primary carnivores are called the third order consumers or secondary carnivores. For example, snake. Wolf. The last order consumers are not preyed upon by other animals, they are called top carnivores. For example, shark, crocodile, tiger, lion, etc. Some common food chains. Terrestrial food chains. Vegetation is consumed by grasshopper and it is eaten up by shrew, in turn eaten up by hawk. Similarly, vegetation is consumed by rabbit and it is eaten up by fox, in turn eaten up by tiger. plant is eaten up by butterfly, which is eaten up by frog, in turn by snake, and finally by hawk. Aquatic food chains. Before discussing about aquatic food chains, let us know about planktons. The organisms which freely float on the surface of water are called planktons. The plants which freely float on the surface of water are called phytoplanktons. For example, volvox, nostoc, lily, pistia, hydrilla, etc. The animals which freely float on the surface of water are called zooplanktons. For example, paramecium, euglena, etc. Zooplanktons are consumed by small crustaceans, in turn eaten up by predator insects, which are eaten by small fish, which in turn is eaten up by larger fish or crocodile. Phytoplanktons are consumed by zooplanktons, which are eaten up by small fish, in turn by larger fish. Similarly, phytoplanktons are consumed by zooplanktons, which are eaten up by fish, which are in turn eaten up by crane, and finally cranes eaten up by hawk. In the figure on the left hand side, you can see the terrestrial food chain, where plants are the producers which are eaten up by primary consumers, are also called as herbivorous animals like insects. These primary consumers are in turn eaten up by secondary consumers like frog. The secondary consumers are eaten up by tertiary consumers like snake, and tertiary consumers are eaten up by the quaternary consumers like eagle. On the right hand side, you can see the aquatic food chain, where phytoplanktons are the producers which are eaten up by primary consumers, are also called as herbivorous animals. These primary consumers are in turn eaten up by secondary consumers like small fish. The secondary consumers are eaten up by tertiary consumers like crane, and tertiary consumers are eaten up by the quaternary consumers like hawk. The second one, detritus food chain, it starts with dead organic matter and passes through detritus feeding organisms in soil to organisms feeding on detritus feeders and their predators. For example, decomposition of accumulated litter in forests. The ecosystem exhibiting detritus food chain is thus less dependent on direct solar energy. These depend chiefly on the influx of organic matter produced in another system. In fact, detritus food chain is simply a subcomponent of another ecosystem. A much larger fraction of energy flows through the detritus food chain. A good example of a detritus food chain is mangrove leaves are decomposed into detritus, in turn eaten up by microorganisms, which are eaten up by large fishes. In this, you can see that the chain begins with dead organic matter and goes to microorganisms, and then pass on to organisms that feed on detritus and their predators like crabs and shrimps, and in turn these are eaten up by small fishes, and finally small fishes were consumed by large fishes. We discussed about food chain, now we will know about food web. What is a food web? In nature, the food chains are not isolated sequences, but rather interconnected with one another. A network of food chains are interconnected at various trophic levels so as to form a number of feeding connections amongst different organisms of a biotic community is called food web. A food web opens several alternate pathways for the flow of food energy. It also allows an organism to obtain its food from more than one type of organisms of the lower trophic level. Thus, a field mouse may be eaten by a wild cat, a snake or an owl. Similarly, wild cat eats a number of herbivores like birds, mice, squirrels, etc. A wolf or jackal can eat both rabbit and deer. This figure shows the interconnection of two or more food chains resulting in food web. For example, producers are eaten up by grasshopper, in turn eaten up by frog. The frog is eaten up by snake, and finally snake is eaten up by peacock. This food chain is connected to the other food chain where frog is also eaten up by crane, and in turn crane is eaten up by tiger. Generally, a food web operates according to taste and food preferences of the organisms at each trophic level. Yet, availability of food source and other compulsions are equally important. For example, tigers normally do not eat fish or crabs, but in Sundarbans, they are forced to feed on them in absence of their natural prey. Hope you have got a good insight on the food chain and food web today. Until we meet again, bye.